What's going on, guys? So wireless networking has experienced a bit of a tidal shift over the past year. Mesh wireless systems are becoming the new in thing that provides you with the complete home wireless coverage. But when users are used to experiencing really fast speeds from their routers, this whole home solution, while elegant, can sometimes be a little bit more form than function. In DLink, they have a really different take on this. They take a really fast AC 2600 router that's insanely popular with gamers, and then add an AC 1300 wireless extender to create a seamless and lightning fast networking system that can cover your entire home in pure speed. So guys, smash that like button for this new mesh wireless system and let me know down in the comment section below if you're looking for a new router. So guys, without further ado, let's go check it out. So the DLink COVR whole home Wi-Fi system is a bit of an oddball when compared to its competition. Some want their devices to look like art, while others want it to look elegant and sort of disappear in your decor, kind of like it's best to go unnoticed. But DLink has never really traded in that haute couture space. Their design language, like the AC 3200 that we covered last year, has always been provocative, and really, why change something that really works? And guys, the COVR is no different, really. The base is an AC 2600 seamless router that shares the same design language as its 2600 gigabit cousin because, well, why not? Looking at the devices themselves, the core base router has a USB port on the front for firmware updates as well as USB attached storage. At the back, we have an AC power in, the power button, 1 gigabit modem port, 4 gigabit LAN ports, a WPS button, push pin reset, as well as a Wi-Fi button. Not to mention the 4 attached antennas which enable up to 800 megabits per second on the 2.4 GHz band and 1733 on the 5 GHz band. The extender carries the exact same type of design language, although a bit more muted, and has ventilation ports all around it. Looking at the back, we have the AC power button, 2 gigabit LAN ports. Now with the extender, we're enabling 400 megs on the 2.4 band and 866 on the 5 gigahertz band. It supports MU-MIMO technology to enable lightning fast speeds across multiple devices simultaneously, smart steering, which is their take on beamforming, dynamic adaptation, which automatically switches users to the best band for their devices and needs, and seamless routing, which we'll get into a little bit more later, and not to mention scalability. So with all that being said, realistically, what does this all mean for the average user? Well, it takes the whole home mesh wireless system concept and injects some serious steroids into it. With the router and extender, you're gonna get the power of a combined AC 3900 system, meaning you're gonna get lightning fast speeds if you're watching a high bitrate 4K video or if you're gaming. Ultimate scalability, which means you can also add other extenders to expand the overall reach of your entire network, and a seamless connection. The whole point of a mesh system is that you no longer have to reconnect between access points unlike traditional range extenders. But guys, the most important thing for the vast majority of consumers when it comes to mesh wireless systems is the fact that it's insanely easy to set up. So let's go and get this puppy up and running. Alright guys, so with this new router comes a bit of a conundrum. I have an opportunity to move basically my entire wireless system from here in the office to downstairs in one of our living rooms. That means that my main editing system will have to be using Wi-Fi. And currently right now it's a hardline system, so I'm kind of wondering what type of upload speeds am I getting currently and download speeds, and how would that differ if, let's say, I was to use Wi-Fi? So we got a little test for that. So we're gonna go to speed test, and we're gonna run the speed test here. I wanna see the upload speeds primarily. So with the wired connection, we should be getting about 300 megs down and about 20 up with a wired connection. So yeah, it looks like that's what we're getting, 320. So I'm getting actually a little bit more than what I paid for, which is nice, about 320-ish. And then upload speeds should be around like 20 to 21. I paid for about 20. And it looks like we're gonna settle at around 22. All right, so download 333, that's actually more than what I pay for, and upload is 2212. So, I guess what that means is now we have to go downstairs and test and see what it would be like, because if the new router is gonna be placed in a different spot in the house, I need to understand what type of wireless connection or what type of experience I can get, what type of speeds I could get when using wireless on the main PC upstairs. So, into the mining room. All right. So now we're in the mining room. See, and I have the system set up here. Now what we're gonna end up doing is doing the exact same test. And we're gonna be focusing on the downloads and uploads. So this one is actually using a little bit of a slower adapter. So I believe that this is, where's the box? It's right up here. It's an AC600 if you'll focus. There we go. AC600 adapter. So this is actually gonna be significantly slower than what we'd expect from a wired connection. We're looking at about a 600 meg cap. So download speeds will be impacted. So we're looking, I'm assuming we're gonna get around like 100. So roughly about a third. But it's the upload speeds that I'm concerned about. So let's see if we can match the 22 up. Okay, so we're gonna stay at about 20, it looks like. Maybe 21. Yeah, we're looking at 95.9. So let's say 96 and then 21. All right, so what does that mean? Well, it means that I have a difficult decision ahead of me. So I'd have to test and see what it would be like with the wireless card that I have that I used previously in the editing PC. You know what, for the sake of having a cleaner looking space, we're gonna put it right here. Okay, so it looks like we got it all set up now, but the next thing we have to do is go and set up the router using its mobile application. So let's jump right into that. Okay, so now that we've gone and set up the extender downstairs, it's gonna be an easier process in which to set up our whole home cover wireless system. So now we can actually go through the actual setup. So now it's gonna be finding the device, it found it, so the cover 2600R. And now it's gonna be setting up the extender. So we've already powered up the extender downstairs, and now it's gonna be looking to find it. So it's going to connect to the main router, which is actually a 2600, it's an AC 2600 router with an option to add on an extender. Now we're looking for the cover extender, which is going to provide you with that seamless exchange of a wireless network. So it should work perfectly. There we go. Okay, so it figured it out, found it. Now we're going to go ahead and set up our whole home Wi-Fi system. So this should let us pick our SSIDs. So yep, here we go. So we're going to call this one beer and pizza. And our Wi-Fi password, you're not going to see. I'm going to end up learning this part out. So we're going to create the administrative password. And remember it if you actually want to remember it, and then this will give you an actual setup and a completion, and confirming that there is a completion of the setup. So now the network should be all set up, and you can connect all those devices that you had previously connected to your home wireless system. Now you can connect it to the cover system. All right, and then we're all done. So now we can go ahead and connect to our devices. We can set up everything else, but it looks like we're good to go. So now let's go and test out, get everything connected, and see exactly where we netted out with our speeds previously before we set up the cover system, and now that we have the cover system already set up. Let's go check it out. Okay guys, looks like I got it figured out. It looks like it was set up actually as a hidden network. So I had to enter in the SSID and then put in the password to get that to work. So now that we got this all figured out and troubleshooted, let's go and find out exactly what type of rated speeds we're getting with the new networking system. Let's hop over and test again here for speed test. Now as a reminder, we're getting 97 down and we were getting about 21 up. So obviously this is significantly better. We're looking at about 130, 140. Let's see if we can break 2. We're gonna double up speeds. It's about 170. Okay, that's 180. It's exactly that's close to double as fast. So now the upload speed, a bit more of a boost at the very beginning, but let's see if we can still keep about 20. All right, we did about 19. So a little bit of a smaller dip, but the most important part is that when we head upstairs into the main office and see exactly what type of speeds we're gonna be getting through that system. So let's head upstairs and take a look at the main office. Okay, so now that we're back into the main office, as you can see the work PC is right over there. One thing I want to point out is that we did add a wireless card.
into the work PC, which is right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, right up there. So it's a AC 1900. It's an AC 1900 wireless card, which is one of the fastest you can get on the market right now. So let's go and set up and make sure that we're connected to the new network and then test our speed. So as a reminder, we're getting about 300 down and about 21, 22 up. So let's hope that we can maintain the exact same speeds. Let's find out and see if we can get 170 again. See, there we go. So 230, 240. So 240, which isn't really that bad at all. 256, whoa, okay. And let's get this up to 20. Come on, get me up to 20. All right, 19.03. Okay, you know what? I'm happy with that result. Yeah, we're comparing this to, you know, like a wired line connection, but it's still pretty decent. All right, guys, so now we're downstairs in the main living room, and look who decided to join us for a little bit of a testing. Ollie Bear. Ollie Bear. Let's get the TV up and running, and we're gonna test and make sure that we can get decent 4K bandwidth. So we're going to be testing with a 40, maybe 50 megabit file, which historically has a really tough time going across any AC wireless. So this will be a pretty decent test. So the best way to test this would be to check and see if our Plex would work using a high bitrate 4K file. Library, now let's go ahead and do our 4K testing video and hope that the bandwidth holds up, because this is a 50 megabit file.
Not to turn this into an AMD versus NVIDIA video, but when it comes to market share, it's not even close. The top AMD GPU ranks 21st, and it's the HD 7700 of all cards. However,
looks pretty good.
Dominating the top 20, the vast majority of the super high-end GPUs from NVIDIA,
no hitches, and you guys notice at the top corner,
cards are actually in the top 20. The only high-end GPU to crack into the top 20 was the 1080, registering just
that's pretty good.
2% of total market.
What do you think?
But when looking
Hello
at
there.
GPU and
So guys, as you can see, setup is an absolute breeze. You get a reliable, fast connection to pretty much every device in the house, and it can even handle high bitrate 4K streaming. Moving files to the NAS is actually a lot faster than I thought it would be, averaging a sustained 50 megabytes per second, which is about half what we were getting on the hardline connection. It's not perfect, but that's just the nature of AC wireless right now. What the DLink COVR does and does well is provide that seamless connection with great speeds throughout the entire house on multiple devices. Let me know what you think about the state of mesh wireless systems. And guys, I'm wondering, what are you guys using for networking at home? Do you have a kick-ass wireless system? Let me know down in the comments. Could you use an upgrade? Make sure you let me know that too. So guys, that's it for us today. Thank you very much for tuning in and spending a little bit of your day with us. Make sure you watch those sub boxes, and guys, like always, I'll see you in the next video.